Actually, a number of you have texted me and messaged me privately asking me why I am not doing any deliveroo videos. Apart from the first, the time that I got my account created and my unboxing video and my first ride. Apart from that, if you notice, there are no roo content on my channel. Well, the answer is actually very simple. Welcome to Grab Adventures. In this video, I will share my thoughts and journey about my life in the gig economy. It has been 1 year since I joined GRABFOOD as a delivery partner. What follows is a verbal and visual record of my journey from the past, the present, and what I think the future is going to be like. The year was 2020. The coronavirus was forcing countries worldwide to go into lockdown. Singapore was not spared either. Due to the lockdown, my salary was affected. I had just upgraded my HDB flat and I had loans to pay. My children were in higher education, expenses were mounting, the cost of living was skyrocketing. I knew I had to figure something out if the lockdown persisted, or else my savings would be depleted. I tried searching for part-time jobs, but sadly, timing and my age were not in my favor. I then decided to look outside traditional part-time jobs, and that was when I found out about the food delivery industry. After careful consideration of the 3 food delivery companies, I decided to sign up with GRABFOOD, as it was the one which seemed to be very much aligned with what I was looking for in a part-time gig. Shortest time to sign up, flexibility, widest coverage of food merchants in my neighborhood, and ease of withdrawing my earnings. And thus, I joined the growing number of riders. So, it's 1 year later. I joined in May 2021 and this is May 2022. So, during this particular period, this gig has indeed transformed my life. While it has not completely changed my financial commitments, it has somewhat reduced the burden. Food delivery is a tough job, and it was actually considered an essential service during the pandemic when society was under lockdown. The work itself, the food delivery work itself, after some time, it actually becomes mundane, repetitive, and boring. Not to mention, it is also physically tiring and can be mentally stressful at times, as you have to deal with so many factors within what you are doing and situations which are beyond your control. However, what kept me going was the thought of my family and my commitments. Over time, I developed various friendships and have gained a newfound respect for gig workers. I have had memorable and fun conversations with fellow food riders at traffic lights, inside lifts, and while waiting for orders. Complete strangers, whether working for Grab, Foodpanda, or Deliveroo, have come up to me to help me when I was in trouble with orders or finding certain locations or things like that. Things have improved for me. I am in a better position compared to a year ago. I have many friends in the zone I deliver in, and I have made friends with fellow riders through this channel, as well as while doing delivery outside. They have provided me with valuable insight on how to cope with all the orders, both mentally as well as physically. Yes, there are various incidents out on social media about food riders behaving badly, but the majority of us are delivering orders silently, sincerely, and honestly. At the end of the day, it is an honest piece of work which all of us are trying to do in order to make our lives a little bit better. However, in this day of keyboard warriors, assumption-based negative news is what captivates people and draws eyeballs to news sites, while the positive ones are a footnote and they are easily forgotten. Come on, how many times have all of us, gone to a particular Facebook page or any social media, where there are like incidents of food riders or customers behaving badly, and we are like watching the whole saga unfold. But there are also, there's the other side to it, where there are heartwarming stories and there are positive things which happens with interactions which happen between food riders and customers. But these are not as sensational as negative news are. So I hope that my channel and my social media content, right, addresses this this shortfall in food delivery riders news. I really hope that customers can actually get a glimpse into the life of what food riders have to go through in order to get that piece of order to you. I believe the majority of the people I deliver to appreciate the service food riders provide. I won't say things are perfect all the time, there is always bound to be conflict in certain areas. But however, there have been moments where I have been treated rudely, and moments where I have made mistakes in my own delivery. Yeah, no one is perfect, we all make mistakes. Sometimes it's due to my carelessness, and sometimes it's also due to things which are beyond my control. Life is always a constant struggle for most of us. How we handle it with grace, poise, and determination is what matters the most. The future is very hard to predict. The gig economy is here to stay. Rules and regulations and laws which govern the usual workplaces, they are not applicable to this way of working. Gig workers, what is a gig worker? What exactly is a gig worker? Are we employees, contract workers, self-employed? The answer differs depending on who you ask and under what circumstances you ask the query. Restrictions have largely been lifted, borders are open, travel has resumed, and life is returning back to pre-pandemic times. However, we all need to be alert. Food delivery, I'm not sure whether it's actually considered as an essential service anymore, but it has become an integral part of life. Change is coming. The government looks to regulate the industry with protection, CPF, insurance, and new laws for this new economy. Companies such as Grab, Food Panda, and Deliveroo are out of the honeymoon phases and are looking at ways to go to the next level and are aiming to become profitable. We cannot expect things to remain the same as the industry evolves, whether we like it or not. So, will you be part of the change? I'm not here to discuss or debate about what the government whether what the government is doing is correct or not. That is an entirely different topic altogether. But I strongly believe that there is change coming, whether we like it or not. And it all depends on our mentality, on how we are going to accept that change. I have seen firsthand on how this type of work is actually of benefit to a segment of people to whom finding a job was very difficult. Yes, I'm talking about the seniors, and the physically disadvantaged. I have seen so many of them, doing food delivery as a job, and not to mention, stay-at-home moms and housewives. For them, this is actually the perfect job for them. It doesn't mean that a perfect job, everything is easy. In life, nothing is easy, right? You have to strive for it and try to achieve what you actually want to get out of life. So moving forward, as I'm sure some of you have know, I have also gotten my Deliveroo account. So actually, a number of you have texted me and messaged me privately asking me why I am not doing any Deliveroo videos. Apart from the first, the time that I got my account created and my unboxing video and my first ride. Apart from that, if you notice, there are no ROO content on my channel. Well, the answer is actually very simple. Basically because I got my ROO account activated back in late February, and March was actually fasting month, so I did not do any roo orders very often. I think I only did like 3 or 4 days of roo orders, and then after that I decided to just do Grab because I was not really that familiar with roo. So I did Grab all the way through during fasting month, and now it's actually Hari Raya is already over, and I will be restarting the roo order deliveries very soon. So do keep a lookout for my channel for roo delivery videos as well.
Saab, or SAB. Underneath a rough exterior, he has a heart of gold, an excellent e-biker with the smoothest driving and parking skills I have ever seen. He does deliveries mostly in the Geylang area and showcases his amazing skills doing pickups, rides and drop-offs. I am so jealous of his e-bike, man. You guys should just take a look at that e-bike of his. Bernie from Bernie Studio. Bernie is primarily a Foodpanda rider who dabbles in roo deliveries occasionally. But however, recently I believe she's taking a break from her Foodpanda riding, and she mostly does roo nowadays. She has the most calming personality I have ever seen. Her channel has been around for quite some time, and I admire how she showcases her food deliveries. She also has a blogspot delivered by Bernie, which you guys can go and take a look. I will provide the links to them down below as well. PIAN POV Vlog. PIAN contacted me about Grab, and from there, our interactions actually grew. In fact, he was instrumental in me becoming a Deliveroo rider. He has a very laid back charm and a very positive knowledge about e bikes. And he is also always the first to answer any queries from newbies or anybody in group chats. His videos are so buttery smooth, his camera work is out of this world, and they contain excellent bite-sized information which are easy to watch. Plus, recently, I believe he did a tie-up with the MFC, the Million Factory Club guys, and I believe that he has a discount code as well when you purchase things from his store. So do go and check out his YouTube channel. No food delivery list of channels would be complete without a mention of Guide to GrabFood, the granddaddy and guru of all food delivery vlogs in Singapore. Anyone and everyone who types in Grab food delivery in YouTube will surely have seen his videos. In fact, they were instrumental in solving some of my problems when I first started and are excellent reference guides for new riders, and some of them feature entertaining videos as well. All food delivery riders in Singapore who watch YouTube at one point or the other would have definitely watched his videos. I really admire his ability to talk and process information while riding on the streets. His channel is a must watch and a must subscribe channel for food delivery vloggers everywhere in Singapore. An all encompassing channel featuring reviews of e bikes, accessories, gadgets, and delivery vlogs. You name it, this guy does it. And his channel features all these excellent resources.
So thank you for watching. Ride safe, be safe, and I will see you in another episode soon.